My name is Michaela Kanan and I'm doing a presentation on water pollution. According to Conserve Energy, 80% of water pollution is caused due to domestic sewage, like throwing garbage on open ground and water bodies. In America, 40% of the rivers and 46% of the lakes are polluted and are considered unhealthy for swimming, fishing, or aquatic life. Three main points that I will be covering during this presentation is the causes, effects, and solutions of water pollution. Some causes of water pollution include chemicals, shipping materials, toxic events, runoff from farms, and drain water. One of the most polluting causes is industrial waste going into lakes and rivers. Industrial waste can include cafeteria garbage, dirt, gravel, concrete, scrap metals, trash, oils, chemicals, weed, grass and trees, and scrap lumber. Cleaning fluids, paints, and pesticides are also considered industrial waste. If industrial waste isn't properly handled, it can create health and environmental problems. According to SafeWater.org, the amount of hazardous waste from industries has increased from 4.5 million tons after World War II to 265 million tons in 1990. There are around 70,000 different chemicals manufactured in the United States, with 1,000 new chemicals being added each year. Most major industries are able to afford treatment facilities to watch how they pollute into the water, but small businesses are unable to afford these treatments. There's two different kinds of runoff from human activity. The first kind is point source pollution. Point source pollution is any pollution that empties directly into a waterway. This can include sewage, plants, factories, and even homes. There are regulations on how much waste industries are allowed to release. These regulations vary by state or nation. Non-point source pollution is any source of runoff that does not go directly into a waterway. Examples of these can be in suburban or rural areas. And rainwater and irrigations and chemicals are also considered non-point source pollution. Lawn fertilizer, car exhaust, and spilled gas from a car are also examples of non-point source pollution. Every time that it rains, fertilizers, pesticides, and animal waste from farms wash into streams and rivers. This is toxic for wildlife because it can create blue-green algae, and runoff can also come from snowmelt and the chemicals that are put down on the roads in the winter, run into the streams and rivers when the snow melts. Sewage comes from our sinks, showers, toilets, and metals, solvents, and toxic sludge. According to NRDC, in the United States, wastewater treatment facilities process about 34 billion gallons of wastewater per day. This reduces the amount of pollutants such as pathogens and nitrogen in sewage. The treated water is then put back into waterways. This infographic really shows how runoff and sewage flows into waterways and streams into a rural and urban area. Some effects of water pollution are illness, diseases, contamination, and species in danger. Polluted water is not suitable for drinking, recreation, agriculture, and industries. It diminishes the aesthetic quality of lakes and rivers. And most of all, contaminated water destroys aquatic life and reduces reproduction in the wildlife. It will become a hazard to human health, and according to NRDC, 1.8 million deaths in 2015 were caused by water pollution. Unsafe water sickens on average 1 billion people per year, and some diseases that are spread by unsafe drinking water are cholera and typhoid. When it comes to ecosystems, polluted water really takes a toll on aquatic life. Harm to aquatic life can create a chain effect and take out many aquatic environments at a time. Algae reduces oxygen levels in the water, but with water pollution comes a lot of algae. The loss of oxygen causes animals and plants to suffocate. This can create something called dead zones. Dead zones are in some waters that essentially do not have living species anymore. Fishing gear and plastic in the water can also have a huge impact on ecosystem, as fish can suffocate and die from the plastic and fishing gear that are in the lakes. This slide shows the percentage of certain pollutants entering oceans. Notice that the most common pollutant is sewage, followed by farm runoff. Some solutions that people can start doing include reducing the use of pesticides on farms, using more eco-friendly water bottles containing oil spills, picking up plastic from ditches, filtering runoff from farms and industries, and educating others about water pollution. Properly disposing of chemical cleaners, oils, and non-degradable items to keep from applying pesticides to landscapes and farms can also help with water pollution. Reducing your plastic consumption and reusing items when possible can help too. In all, using more eco-friendly materials can help with not only water pollution, but all pollution in general. This infographic is from Blue Water. It really shows how people can help prevent water pollution in their everyday life. By 2050, half of the world will be short of water. We can help prevent this by informing people of the causes, effects, and solutions of water pollution. Our lakes can go back looking like this only if we prevent water pollution. Thank you.